Guys, guys, the Grand Prix assignments are out, and there is a lot to say. First of all, let's just jump to the basic big things that everybody's freaking out about. If Genya doesn't have a spot, she does not have a spot. Her name is not even on it. I was assuming, honestly, this is what I was assuming, that her name was going to be on the Grand Prix assignments list, and then she wouldn't do it for whatever reason. But it's not even on there. It's not even on there, all right? And now that we've covered that, I'll talk about it more once we start talking about the ladies. Let's just jump right into this. Let's start with what I care least about to what I care most about. So we're gonna start with ice dance, then in pairs, then men's, then ladies, and ice dance. Basically what I've done is that I've highlighted the people I wanna see the most. All the Russians are in red because they're out for blood. And all the Japanese are in green because, I don't know. All the Americans are in blue because, I don't know. All the French are in light blue. All the Koreans are in purple. And I think that's it. I'll cover it as I go. So ice dance. Honestly here, the biggest thing is that freaking Diana Davis and Gleb got a spot. They got a spot. Where are my babies? Valerie and Vasilia. They are the freaking spiritual successors to Tessa and Scott. Their program is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And they didn't get a spot because nepotism. Let's just say it. We know why they got a spot. Because Diana Davis is the daughter of a Terry Biritz, if you guys don't know. But they got one spot, which is insane. I don't think we'll see Vasilia and Valerie on here, unfortunately. I actually do think that the TBA that is on, to be announced, that is on Most Telecom Cup might also be given to Diana Davis and Gleb again because they won the last competition. They were scored better than Vasilia and Valerie, which makes no sense because Vasilia and Valerie is so good. And Diana Davis and Gleb, I can't even remember their freaking program. That's all I remember is they tried to do Moulin Rouge, and I don't remember anything about the program. But anyways, let's leave that behind. Of course, I'm very excited to see Papadakis and Cizeron. I still think that they basically have the Olympics in the bag. They're going to get gold at the Olympics no matter what. That's how I see it in my head, but who knows? Maybe they're not assured gold as much as I think. And then Stepanov and Bukin, I am excited to see them just because I like them. Again, the people who are highlighted are the people who I am most, let's not say excited, most interested to see. It doesn't mean I'm not interested to see everyone. You know, if I just highlighted everyone I'm excited to see, I would just, the whole paper would be in colors. But this is just highlighting the people who I care about enough to want to talk about in the video because I think they're relevant and I'm actually very interested to see how they perform because of whatever reason. And for Stepanov and Bukin, it's just because I really like them. So that's basically all I got to say about ice dance. I don't really follow it. It's probably the discipline that I care the least about. It used to be pairs, but then pairs had all this freaking drama, which means let's jump right now into pairs. With pairs, so China is in orange and then Canada is in yellow. And then of course, Russia is in red. So with pair skating, I'm very interested to see Boyko and Kozlovsky because they had that little tantrum, if you don't remember, a little bit at the end when they didn't win Worlds because they messed up. Tarasov and Morozov, I'm very interested to see because they are now being trained by a Terry. I want to know how Team Tutberidze is going to divide themselves. They need to be all over the freaking world with all these. They have somebody in pairs, in ice dance, in ladies. The only discipline they're missing is men's. Which hopefully they don't get to that either. How are they going to divide themselves? I feel like Tarasov and Morozov are only going to fly with Maxim Trankov though. But still, they have been training with a Terry technically. So I'm really interested to see how they match up to Boykov and Kozlovsky, even though they matched up pretty well last time. But yeah, Skate America is going to be interesting just because both of them are there. Skate Canada, we're going to see Vanessa James and Eric Radford. And here, everybody's going to be very interested to see. And here, everybody's going to be probably cheering on Shui and Han. Shui and Han, if you don't know right now, are basically the most unproblematic pairs team that we have right now going on. At least non-Russian pairs team. That, because of all the drama that has gone down with Alina Savchenko, who, interestingly enough, is not on here. There are some TBAs around for USA, so maybe in the future she will be named to one of these Grand Prix events, but maybe she doesn't just want to. She is the reigning Olympic champion, so anything that she says goes, I believe. And that will definitely be interesting to see because as we've discussed, that pairs team is messy and also just barely together. They just barely started training together. So seeing them perform together would be a spectacle in the worst way possible. And Vanessa and Eric, same thing, basically. They had such kind of tumultuous transition into announcing that they were pairs. Didn't really go as they planned. And now everybody's gonna be looking at them like, this better be good. This better be good. Y'all better give Sui and Han a run for their money. But of course, we want Sui and Han to win. So Skate Canada is gonna be very interesting for all disciplines. We'll get to the ladies. Ladies Skate Canada is insane. Even men's Skate Canada is good. So Skate Canada is gonna be the event to be at. I need to figure out how to get there. I don't know if that's possible even at all, but I wish. Cup of China, Sui and Han got this. NHK Trophy, only interested in Tarasso and Morozov again. I just really want to see how they perform throughout the season because of the Eteri connection. Does Eteri truly have the magical touch even when it comes to pairs? If this does happen, I wouldn't doubt that we see Alina and Medvedeva in pairs in the future, even though I'm pretty sure that Medvedeva wouldn't want to do that. And Alina, I don't really know. I don't think Alina will want to do it either, now that I think about it. International Defense, Vanessa and James. Why do I keep saying that? Vanessa and Eric, and then Boykova and Kozlovsky. I want to see how they match up. I really want to see how they match up. I want to see if Radford and James can match up to any of the top pairs team, which are all the Russians. So I really want to see how they match up to all these Russian teams, but the one I'm most interested is Boykova and Kozlovsky. But all the Russian teams that are there can give Vanessa and Eric a run for their money. And then Rostelecom Cup, I'm probably still going to watch it because of the other disciplines, but there's really no one there that has my utmost interest. Let's move on to men's. Okay. So here, green is Japan, blue is USA, again, Russia, red because they're going for blood, and then Korea is purple. Skate America. Skate America, the most interesting is going to see how Nathan Chen and Shoma Uno match up, even though pretty much Nathan Chen has it in the bag. But I'm really interested to see just what program Shoma Uno has, because Shoma Uno was thinking about doing a bolero, but like a bolero remix. Can we please put bolero to rest? I beg of you. Lord. Whoever it is, can we please put it to rest? Please. Nathan Chen has it in the bag, but I just want to see Shimono's programs and Shimono. Skate Canada, Jason Brown, Nathan Chen. Those are the two that I'm here most for, but there is a lot of competition for the men. Like the Canadians are going to be stacking up against each other, Keegan and Roman. Then we have some Russian men in there, Evgeny Semchenko, Makar Ignatov. I don't honestly see them. Maybe they can get like a bronze, but I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not that invested in men's. I just know that Nathan Chen is probably definitely going to get the gold on Skate Canada. And I'm really interested to see Jason Brown's new costumes because he's keeping the programs we've already seen, but the costumes and the way that he looks leading up to the Olympics, very interested to see that. Cup of China, Yuma Kagiyama, Jun Hua-cha, and Mikhail Kolyoda. I really like this event because we have 3 different countries. There's no Russian dominance on the podium, unlike in ladies, where we're going to see a lot of Russian dominance on the podium. Same in pairs, that happens a lot. And here we have just 3 guys from 2 different countries who I love. I really want to see Junhwan. I miss him. I want to see if his little haircut is the same. Yuma, very interested to see Yuma because Yuma surprised us all getting that silver at Worlds. He just came out of, it felt like almost like he came out of nowhere. Nobody really had him on his radar. Now he said, I'm here and let's see what he does now that he's, he's announced to the world as he's here. And Mikhail Kolyoda, I just like him, and he is the best man that Russia has right now. So let's see what you got, boy. NHK Trophy. Yuzuru Hanyu, Shoma Uno, Jun Hua-cha. Now this is where Yuzuru Hanyu, I feel like, has it in the bag. But here is where things are going to get really interesting because Yuzuru Hanyu has entered the frickin' building. And he always gives us a show, for sure. But yeah, I'm very interested for NHK Trophy, even though, again, to me, Yuzuru Hanyu has it in the bag. International de France, we have a lot of really good men. Kevin Amos, Keegan Messing, but again, the 2 I'm most interested to see, Yuma Kagiyama and Jason Brown. I'm pretty sure Yuma, actually, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not confident enough to put my stock in Yuma as of yet and say that he's got this, but I feel like he's gonna be on the podium. I just can't say if he's gonna win it. And hopefully Jason Brown there has a chance to medal. Rostelecom Cup, Yuzuru Hanyu is going to Rostelecom, and Mikhail Kolyada, of course, in Russia is going to be there. And then a lot of good Russian men, Evgeny Semchenko, another TBA for Russia. Then Roman is going to be there for Canada. Well, maybe not that many Russian men. It's only Semchenko and Kolyada. Okay, interesting. And yeah, that's basically men's, like I said. To me, men's is resumed in, interesting. I'm not really that invested, but I am interested enough to want to see my faves do good. And that's basically what I'm saying here. Again, I've highlighted the people I'm most interested to see, not necessarily the people who I think are going to win or are the most important, just who I, myself, my person want to see for a myriad of reasons. And now, the moment... Oh my God, did you hear my voice crack? And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, and the most I have to say, ladies, is crazy. Look at all these damn colors. Look at them. Look at them. So basically, blue is USA, red, going for the freaking blood. Russia and Japan is green. And when I tell you that this is insane, this is insane. I remember just going through this and just being like, damn. Oh my God. So let's go through this. Skate America. There's a lot here. There's Satoko, there's Yelim Kim, there's Youngyu. The people I'm most interested to see, Kaori. I'm really interested to see how Kaori works. There's 3 Russians here. Ksenia Sitnitsia is also here, but of course we have Alexandra Trusova, Darius Oshova, and then for the USA, which if you haven't seen now, one of my last videos, I'm interested in the USA now. We have Amber Glenn, love of my life. Oh my God, no, I can't call her love of my life. Amber Glenn, second love of my life, and Brady Tennell. This is really stacked. Competition here is fierce. And wait till we get to Skate Canada, cause baby. But for Skate America, I feel like Alexandra Trusova and Darius Oshova are definitely gonna be on the podium. Hopefully, Alexandra Trusova has this in the bag. I have that feeling, but I don't know because Alexandra Trusova has become a wild card as of late. And then hopefully either Kaori can be 3rd spot, which is I think what's probably gonna happen, or Amber Glenn, but Brady Tennell has a really good chance. And then you never know, one of these other girls, you know, Yeling, Ksenia Sitnitsia can be like a dark horse. I don't really know. I don't have confidence in either girl to be like, yeah, they got this, they're number 1. No, but they're definitely gonna be at the podium, the Russians. Skate Canada. Okay, I'm just gonna read the ones that are highlighted, all right? The ones that I really wanna see. Wakaba, Rika, Aliona Kostornaya, Elizaveta Tuktemisheva, Kamila Valieva, Karen Chen, and Alyssa Liu. What, who, what is, I don't, this is a lot. Like a lot. Like the podium is for sure gonna be Russian. Actually, I don't know because Leona Kostornaya has also become a wild card. See, we might have a Japanese in there. We might have a Rika. We might have a Wakaba. Hopefully we have a Wakaba. I don't really know. And then Karen Chen and Alyssa Liu. Maybe Alyssa Liu is going to be 3rd on the podium. Or 2nd. We don't know. Elizaveta Tuktemisheva was looking really good. She ended on a very big high note last season. But we don't know how she's looking now. She looked good in the last few videos we've seen of her, but we don't know. And then Aliona Kostornaya, we haven't seen much of her besides Lovely in shows and kind of maybe has the axle, but is over-rotated or under-rotated depending on the day. And then Kamila Valieva got it in the back. Kamila Valieva is getting number 1. No questions asked. But, you know, everybody has those days. Everybody makes mistakes. Like, I don't know. All I know is that Skate Canada is going to be the most watched event out of this whole Grand Prix. The most talked about, the most watched. It's a lot. It's a lot. I am stressed just looking at this list. Moving on. Cup of China. Again, only reading the ones that are highlighted because there's so many people. Satoko Miyahara, interested in seeing you here. Then we have Maya Kromik, which, how did I know that Maya was going to get Cup of China without knowing that Maya was going to get Cup of China? I just felt it in my bones. Sofia Samadurova, Anna Shcherbakova, and Brady Tennell. I'm surprised that Anna Shcherbakova is here, honestly. And just another thing of note, Maya Kromik only has 1 spot, but Russia does have a TBA on Rostelecom Cup. I even highlighted it yellow because I'm like, okay, that might be my one glimmer of hope that if Evgenia might get named, if Evgenia starts training seriously and, you know, she brings it, she might get, you know, a spot named after her. She does have a Grand Prix spot that she can get, but I feel like this be given to Maya Kromik if she does well in Cup of China. Also, very interesting that Anna Shcherbakova is here. I think it's just better because they can just fly with both girls. I don't know, it surprises me that Anna Shcherbakova is in Cup of China. And because there are 3 Russian girls, even though Sofia Samadurova doesn't inspire a lot of confidence, I don't don't believe we're going to get a full Russian podium. I feel like Satoko and Brady are definitely in for the bronze because Sofia Samadurova doesn't really inspire confidence within me right now. I'm honestly surprised she's even named in the Grand Prix series. Like, she's still competing, but she's been so under the radar with the fierce competition that has been going on in her country. If she was from any other country, she'd be one of the top skaters. But here, there's such a depth of field that she gets lost in the shuffle. I honestly was surprised when I saw her name. And I'm very interested to see what she's got because the last program about the alien and the forehead paint was not it. Not it. NHK Trophy. Rika Kihira, Kari Sakamoto, Alexandra Trusova, Darius Oshova, Amber Glenn, Alyssa Liu. Another stacked show. Also, why are Alexandra Trusova and Amber Glenn just in the same place? And then Darius Oshova as well. I don't know what that means, that Alexandra Trusova and Darius Oshova are kind of being measured up against each other. I would imagine they would have done that with Alina Kostornaya, but Alina Kostornaya must have done something wrong at the camp because she's been stacked against some very tough competition. I don't know. I thought her and Eteri were okay. That's what it looked like in the training video. But she's been given two of the most high competition events. Maybe that was just her luck, or maybe she did something to Eteri and Eteri picked these. I wonder if the girls picked these or the Eteri picks them for her. I don't know. Amber Glenn, Alyssa Liu. I'm very interested to see how Amber Glenn does, but again, Amber Glenn is just stacked against these Russians, and Japan is also a strong country. I mean, Kaori and Rika, girl. I don't know, Amber, if you're gonna get a medal at any of these places. And then Alyssa Liu, who has shown so much promise. We don't know. I don't know anything that's gonna happen. I'm just kind of reading names and imagining different scenarios and freaking out. Let's go over to International de France. Wakaba, Alina Kostornaya, Anna Shcherbakova, Mariah Bell, and Karen Chen. And this is what I mean again. Alina Kostornaya is in two of the most stacked events. Like, she has to compete against Anna Shcherbakova, who right now has a broken toe, but I'm sure that by here, whether the toe is fully healed or not, she will be in peak mint condition to compete. That girl is loyal and a very strong competitor mentally. You know, she's the one that kind of made it out of 3A on a high note. So she has stiff competition. Wakaba is there, and Wakaba is fierce competition. Mariah Bell, who's trying to become, the second America's sweetheart, is there and has her Lady Gaga program set up for that. And then Karen Chen, who the judges really do love, and she earned those spots that we got. So competition is fierce. And then Ross Telecom Cup, Elisaveta Tuktemisheva, of course, Kamila Valieva, a TBA, which I hope is Evgenia Medvedeva, but that is like a 0.5% chance that will happen. I just don't see it happening. I don't think Evgenia is going to be at any of these Grand Prix events. And then Mariah Bell. And can we talk about the fact that Elizabeth Ruzenbayeva has a spot, but Evgenia doesn't? Elizabeth Ruzenbayeva is back to compete. Did I miss something? What? Elizabeth Ruzenbayeva? What the hell? Why doesn't Evgenia even have just the naming of the spot? This is a lot. And yeah, that's basically it. It's just me reading names and freaking out about the order in which they're at. Because we don't know how any of these things are going to come out. We can predict based on how these people have done, but who the hell knows? People have bad days, people have really good days, and you don't know if you can bank on anyone. And it is the pre-Olympic season, or the Olympic season, whatever you want to call it, the season to qualify to the Olympics. And people are going to be out for blood, especially the Russians. I think Alina Kostornaya has a really tough job. I think Amber Glenn has a really tough. Amber Glenn, I don't even see her getting a medal, honestly, at any of these Grand Prix events. Anna Shcherbakova, I just really kind of want to see how her state is at, her health. Elisaveta Tuktemisheva, I want to see if she keeps up that momentum. The Japanese ladies, I want to see how many bronze medals they stack up, if maybe they can even get a silver medal against some of these Russians. I'm really cheering on for Kaori, and then of course Wakaba, Satoko, and Rika as well. But Kaori is my main girl out of the Japanese. And then for the USA, again, Amber Glenn has a really tough job, and she's my fave. And then Alyssa Liu, I just kind of want to see how those Ultra C elements are looking. And Mariah Bell, she better make a freaking moment of that Lady Gaga performance. She needs to add all the personality and sassiness that she can muster up and give me the moment that we and Lady Gaga deserves. And yeah, that's basically it. Like I said, there's no need to panic in my video, but now you're allowed to panic. Go off in the comments and tell me how you feeling about all these Grand Prix placements, because ladies is insane. Paris is like, okay, let's see what's gonna happen. Ice dance is like, oh, okay. And men's is also low-key kind of stacked as well, but it's a competition between Nathan, Yuma, and Yuzuru to getting all the golds at all of their Grand Prix events. And yeah, that's that. Shout out to Natalia, Leslie, Scotty, and Timothy. If you want to get early access to my videos and even maybe a shout out at the end of my videos, go over to my Patreon. If you want to join the Discord, go to the description box of my Discord announcement on my channel videos. Just go to my videos, click on the Discord announcement. It's in the description box. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye.